Hey guys, this is Mickey from CoinOpNewYork.com, and we're doing some measurements here on a 1938 skee ball called Square Amusements Roll A Ball. And I have a friend of mine that's going to try and make one of these himself. So what we're doing is measuring. These are the rollover switches right here for the balls. This is how it counts your score. And this gets inserted into the back of the machine. So here's what we got going on here. I'm going to be giving some measurements over a series of videos, and hopefully this will help my friend get the measurements correctly. So here's what we're going to do. These boards on the side here, this board here, as you can sort of see, it's a little higher on this side than it is on this, but the length of this board from here all the way down to the end is 32 inches long, and that's on both sides. You see that? So 32 inches long is the measurement. Alright, now the width of the board, from here to here, even though it's got these slats carved in it. You see that? From here to here, it is 3 1/4 inches wide. All right, so that's the length and the width of the board. All right, now on the big side, the width just here, no, it's the width from here to here, how big it is. I measured this at 1 1/4 inches long, or wide, excuse me, or thickness. So if we put a tape measure on this, okay, that's what we end up with. Okay, so on the side that's got the bigger rail, it is 1 1/4 inches on this side. On this side, it's got the smaller rail. It is 7/8 of an inch thick. So as you can see, this rail is a little higher. Alright, so there's the measurements for that. Now we need some more measurements. There's a block here that the wires go through, like so. You see that? Alright, this block, okay, and we're going to give you some measurements on it. Hold on a second. It's from here to here, this block is 3 1/4 inches. The gap in the block is 1 inch. Okay, so 3 1/4 inches is the block. This measurement going up, let's see here. There's an inch gap, is 1 3/8 inches, I think. Let's go back and take a look real quick here. Yeah, because that's a little bit. It's 1 3/8 inches, the block. So from here to here. Okay, it's one big block. What you're going to have to do is make a block, okay, that is 3 1/4 inches, okay, and across here. And then I think we gave you already the width here, which was see here. Let's see if we can get a focus here. See, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So 1 3/8, like that. Yep. Okay, so I think that covers this little block. As you can see, the little block goes in there like that. All right, then all your switches are mounted to the bottom of this. You see how that's mounted here? You can sort of see how those are mounted. This is the rollover switch for the count the balls, the last switch. And then there's also a little board down here. Let's get a little video of it so you can sort of see it. And I don't know, maybe we can put a tape measure on it. It's sort of, you can sort of see it goes on the end of it here. So it's going to be hard to measure that. But Let's see if I can get my tape measure here. I thought I had it here somewhere. Okay, here it is right here. Golly gee. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we can measure here on this little board on the end. Okay, it's about a little over 3/4. It's a couple 16ths over there. Actually, it's an 1/8 over 1/2 inch. And then as far as length goes, this is going to be difficult because it's sort of cut weird. Let's see if I can get you a measurement here. I know this video is very crude. 2 1/8. You got 2 1/8 right there, and then it sort of is cut here like that. So there you go on that. That little piece of, it's got like a triangular shape to it. Stay with me now. Stay with me. You can sort of see how that's on there. All right, now you see all the switches here. There's the 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Every time it hits one of these rollover switches, gives you 100, and then this counts the ball. So when the unit goes in there, in the back of the machine, it goes in like that. You see, with these wires coming out this little hole here that's carved out. That little gap that we showed you before. Let me see if I can get those wires in there real quick. There we go. So you can see the balls go down, and then they go down the trough here that we'll get to a little bit later. Alright, so what do we got left? You have these, you're going to have to carve out these little switches here for the switches. Let me get a tape measure on that. Boy, there's going to be a lot of measuring on this. Okay. Okay, I would say it's about, not quite, there's an inch. It's about, it looks like it's about 1 3/4 inches long. And width, let me get you a width here. Well, it's not a 1/2 inch. It's about, it's a little more than 1/4. So you got 1/8, 2/8, it's 3/8 of an inch wide there. So you're going to need to make 1, 2, 6, 7 of them. And let's see how far they're gapped apart. See, there's a lot of measuring going on in here. See, the end one, stick with me. I want to try and keep this under 10 minutes. The end, from the end, get it right to the end here, is 6.5 inches. And in between is 1 1/8, 2/8, 1 3/8 inches in between each one of these. And then this last one down here, the gap between the last one that counts the score and where it starts on the ball for the ball count is 4 1/8. It's 4 1/8. And then from the end, it's 1 1/2 from the end. Okay, and then obviously this is taller than the other one. So this is I don't know. It's a good, on this side it's about a little over 3/4 of an inch tall. On this side over here, it's not nearly as tall. All right, that'll be it.